Hey Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel, and today we've got a big one, and I have once again had to figure out a different way to set up the camera, to set up the table, to do everything I gotta do to get you guys the best possible look at this incredible new toy. Well, it remains to be seen if it's incredible or not, but I'm going in thinking that it is. This is the Masters of the Universe Origins Castle Grayskull, which includes the special edition Temple of Darkness Sorceress figure. We'll get into all that in a minute, but gorgeous box art. I love, if you can see here, all of this detailing with all the extra characters. Look at those cool glow-in-the-dark skeletons. Figures of those I hope are coming soon. Triclops, Evil Lyn, just all kinds of amazing detail from the world of Masters of the Universe, from Eternia. And then on the side, if you see, you've got Battlecat and Panther in a tussle, fighting, tearing it up. Just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Up here at the top, I don't think I can get it quite the right angle to show you what I'm looking at, but you see some sky sleds up here with different characters on them. Zodak up here manning the tower. Just amazing, amazing attention to what this franchise is all about. So on the top, we've got all of the features detailed. I'm not going to run through everything. Please excuse my G.I. Joe shirt in my Masters of the Universe video review. I did not plan to be on camera today. So you can see all of the features detailed up on the top. We'll run those down once we get the castle out of the box. And then here on the other side of the box, you've got the mighty Fisto taking on some kind of random creature. I'm not entirely sure what that thing is. And again, as always, if you know, leave a comment. I love seeing that stuff from you guys. And then up here at the top, we've got, I can't remember his name, Lord something or other, on an awesome looking pterodactyl-like creature. Just beautiful stuff. I love it. I love it. Then over here on the back of the box, we have actual product shots with all of the figures that have been released thus far. All of these, BigBadToyStore.com. I think Entertainment Earth is carrying these now. They have been on Amazon, but I've never seen them for like regular price for sale, so I don't even count that. But just everything set up, beautiful cross-sell. This is what I love to see, is here's this big giant castle we've sold you, and here's all of the stuff that you can buy to go in the big giant castle. This, to me, is toy marketing and manufacturing at its absolute best. It's what I love. And then we've got a shot up here at the top. Again, it's going to be a little difficult to get it close enough for you guys to see it. There we go. Of the back and interior of the castle. So I'm so excited for this set. It's very unfortunate that I pre-ordered from Walmart and it was delivered in a timely manner. I had no problems at all. Unfortunately, a lot of people have had their orders canceled. All kinds of other things going on. Supposedly, these are showing up in stores now. So, you know, if your order got canceled, if Walmart has done you dirty, I hate it. I'm sorry. But I feel very fortunate that I got mine. So now it is time to open this thing up. We've taken a look at the box. I know not all of you love my detailed looks at the boxes, but we got to look at the packaging because I'm going to throw it in the trash, so I'll never see it again. I've got to drink it in now before I take my trusty 1964 box cutter and slice right through all of this tape. And let me just tell you how glad I am that this is actually just taped shut and not glued, because I got a G.I. Joe toy not that long ago that the big giant flap on the side was just glued shut. This was an 80s thing. And it was such a pain to get open. So I would rather not have that ever again. All right, here we go. Maybe. Hopefully my table will not fall off of the supports that I had to use to get it the right height to make this video happen. All right, I think that's everything in the box. Box is empty. So inside you can see we've got a cardboard sort of support piece to keep everything straight, because obviously the castle folds in half like your traditional Castle Grayskull. Look at the floors. Here's the elevator piece. Got some extra doodads packed in here. Weapons rack. Training, battering, hog, and whatever. The throne, which earlier, just looking at the box, my son suggested that this looked more like a toilet, and I wish I had a toilet that looked like this, but it's right beside the trap door, and he was like, imagine if somebody just popped up out of the floor while you were pooping. It would be horrible. The cannon that goes on top. Another... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, this almost looks like something where you like pour water in here and then something happens down the back here, but I believe it's another kind of weapons rack. We'll look at the instructions in a little bit. I don't think this is something that was on the original Castle Grayskull. I've got some bagged stuff here. We'll open that up. But for right now, so you can drink it in, and I'm looking at this and seeing the way that the plastic is, and it's beautiful. Because I don't want this to be exactly... Ooh, I just felt a little click there when I closed the jaw bridge. I don't want this to be exactly like the original Castle Grayskull, because I've got one of those. And I've got the Classics Grayskull. I want a new, different toy. And look at this. So, all right, let's move our bundles aside here. I'm not sure if I'm going to open those on camera or do a time lapse or how I'm going to handle that. We'll see what happens. But check out the detailing on the jaw bridge. Doing the best I can with the lighting here. But look up close at the sort of speckled detailing in the plastic that they used. It's got a very cool sort of stony, different look to it. And then you've got the painted detail of the thatching over here on the little roof parts. Little windows and everything. No door here. This is not a functional door like it is on the Classics Castle, and that's just fine. And then on the inside, you can see it's got that same effect. The sort of spattered, stony-looking effect. I like it. I think it's cool, and again, it's different. And I wanted a different Castle Grayskull. Like, that fits my needs. And just look at the... everything is much cleaner than the original castle, which is cool because you can get an original Castle Grayskull in pretty decent shape for a pretty decent price. So if I want one of those, I'll go get one of those. The design is much more, or much less chaotic. It's much cleaner. This is more of a sort of standard skull shape. It's got the crown up here is larger and more distinctive. I love it. I love the look of it. It fits with Origins because Origins are, in a way, sort of a cleaner version of the vintage Masters of the Universe toys. So we're looking great right now. We've got the hooks on the side here. You can see we've got those two hooks that close it up, which I'll do right now just to show how that works. So you push everything together. Yeah. If you can. There we go. That's not too bad. And then your hooks actually go up from underneath and secure everything. Look how cool that profile looks right there. How neat is that? I love that. How everything just lines up nice and clean. Same thing on the other side. You've got your big hinge, but whatever. You're not getting away with this thing without having a hinge. And then you've got your handle at the top. And this is... Oh, there it is. Very secure. Like, everything is... I mean, obviously the insides aren't in it yet. But the fit is snug, and it's pretty great. So now, let's take a look at the inside and see if we can get all these pieces in place here live and not take too terribly much time doing it. And I'm going to keep talking and just pretend that this isn't going to end up being a time lapse. So right here we've got bagged, we've got our Sorceress and the instructions. Pop that open. Oh, this is very cool. Okay, so we do not have a standard Sorceress yet in this collection. So this is our Temple of Darkness Sorceress, which is traditionally this white deco. And you can see that she's got these really cool, transparent wings. Oh, look, and it's got this is very cool. I like this design quite a bit. The wings, honestly, they don't need to be bigger. I was going to say they could be a little bigger, but you know what? They don't need to be. But just a nice, pristine, white look. Very cool. I like this Sorceress a lot. And I think it was smart to include her with Grayskull because obviously standard Sorceress is a figure you can release on her own and she'll sell. So why do that here? And of course, like all of the Origins figures, pops apart. So you can combine her parts with Tila, with Evil Lyn or whatever. But cool. I like her. She's great. Great pack-in figure. We've got some labels here that I am absolutely not going to put on this over the course of filming this video. It's hard enough for me to put labels on straight when I'm concentrating and not distracted by doing an unboxing. So we're going to set those over to the side. And we're going to take a look at the instructions, which there's a lot more to the instructions than I'd kind of been hoping there would be. But again, we'll see how it goes. Maybe it seems like there's not a ton here. It should be kind of easy to do this. All right, we will start with number 1, and number 1 is putting a label on. Darn it. I don't want to do that, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take a little break. For me, for you guys, it's going to be over like that, and I'm going to put the labels on, and then I'll come back and put the pieces in. Okay, I'm back, and hopefully we're focused here. You see, I've got the instructions right here. I have applied the labels. Most of them, pretty good job. Computer. Very proud of the trap door. The flag, not so much. The flag, kind of tough to get on. Look at this. This is terrible. Look at that. Whatever. The throne was very difficult, but I think I ended up doing a pretty good job. What else? Oh, and then my crown. Oh, and this little console, which I love the fact that we have a combination of two of my favorite things: painted pieces and stickers. So you get the stress of putting stickers on, but also the nice look of the actual painted pieces. I think that's really great. And then you can see the big computer console has the same thing. So, I mean, it looks fantastic. Here's my shame, my embarrassment, my complete humiliation. I put the dungeon sticker on upside down like an idiot. But it sort of doesn't matter, but it sort of does, because you can tell it's supposed to go the other way. My lighting is not going to let me show you totally, but hopefully you can see, to my embarrassment, I put it on upside down. In my defense, it's a very tiny little, look at that. Like, I can barely see that. I'm 44 years old, 45 in just a few days. Everything about my body is failing. I could barely tell which way that thing is oriented. But it's fine. It's fine. All right, now we have, I guess in no particular order, we put in all these floors and everything. But it does tell you, fortunately, which pieces are which. So here we have A, and A goes up here. Let's see how well that slides in, clicks into place. Beautiful. No problem at all. Where's B? Where's our B? Okay, so check this out. This is incredible. Fabric banners. We've got right here and right here, actual fabric, like screen printed, really nice banners. That's beautiful. Very impressed with that. All right, where is B? Don't tell me I'm missing a piece. This is like doing a Lego set where you know everything is here, but for some reason you just feel like I'm missing stuff. Maybe this is B. Oh, this is B. It's a lowercase b, which is really why. All right, so we get that plugged in up there. And we got our little banner hanging down. That's beautiful. I love it. Then over on the side, We have C, which is this one, also with a banner, and it shows the cannon, which it's got a little plug hole there. Just plug that right in. It shows the cannon already on there, so we will push that into place. Look at this thing coming together. I love these fabric banners. It's such a nice touch. All right. Now we've got a big floor piece with the elevator, so we've got to be sure we navigate around that. And everything just slides into place fairly easily. Well, if you put it in the right place. There we go. Just click right in there. Here is our elevator. So I'm going to raise that up a little bit and just kind of hook it right there so we can get a little easier. The plastic is a little softer than the plastic on the original sets, so I wouldn't go forcing anything. I mean, it's pretty durable. It's not like it feels cheap, but it's just different. But look at that. Now she's got wings, so I don't know what use she has for an elevator, but we're going to go ahead and plug her into the foot peg right there. Have the Sorceress go right up to that second floor. And we're having some focus issues. Everything seemed to be working pretty well before. Now it doesn't want to. All right. And you can, surely there's somewhere to like hook this thing. Well, it kind of snaps into place on that second floor. You can just lower it back down. Okay, great. So now we've got the trapdoor piece that will eventually have the throne on it as well. It's a long, straight piece. It's, plugged in very easily. I was afraid there might be a little warping. It might be difficult to get in there, but no problem at all. Let's get that. Now our throne probably wants to face... Oh, it's actually got a notch. If you can see, again, apologies for the lighting, but there's a notch right here, so you can tell which way to put the throne in. But, I mean, facing forward, obviously, is the way to go. And that will pop, theoretically, will pop right into place. There we go. All right, so now we've got our throne. And Sorceress, I'm going to need you for another little experiment here. So, you can get her boots turned around, right, so she can actually stand up, maybe. Sorceress just hanging out on the nice-looking rug. Maybe having a conversation with whoever's sitting in the throne. And whoever's sitting in the throne gets sick of what she's saying. I'm not here to listen to that. So you can get the heck out of here. Love it. Great trapdoor feature. Works really nicely. I guess we need to... Let's see how the mechanism works. So get her out of the way. And you can see the throne when it turns right there. Well, you can't quite see it. Oh man, I just pulled the... Well, I'll pull the floor out and I'll show you. So you can see the mechanism right here. Throne facing forward. And then you've got your trapdoor secured. You turn the throne. Very simple, very nice. I love it. Plug that right back into place. Why is this harder to do from that angle? Okay. And as you just saw, everything's in here pretty securely, but it also comes out, like once you plug something into place, it's not permanently attached for all eternity. For all Eternia. Hey, yo. All right. Get our computer plugged in over here. All right. And then we've got our smaller computer console. And you can see these are just pegs right here that go into the holes on the wall. In theory, easy enough. Let's see how difficult I can make it. Oh, there we go. Plug right in. We've got our nice little computer consoles here. And then everything else is kind of an optional, where do you want to put it? Oh, this says attach these flags to any... Oh, you can put the flags wherever you want. So, you can do a little redecorating, if you so desire. Maybe you want a flag over here. Or perhaps you prefer your flags a little bit lower. You can go right there. Very nice. I like that. I love little options like that are almost sort of meaningless, but are just something a little extra for a kid to play with and mess around with. Okay, so we've got our ladder that goes wherever you want it to go. Oh, it's actually got notches over here. So you've got to climb up to the throne. Sure, why not? You've got your training boar. Your flag. Oh, I like this. They've actually got a little peg for the flag up here. So you can actually peg that into place and don't have to worry about it just flying off or falling over or whatever. And we've got weapons rack. Let's see what it says on the back here. Yeah, so this is just a different weapons rack. I guess an additional one. Oh, I forgot about Sorceress's staff. So she comes with her staff as well. Not to be confused with the staff of Avon. Avion. Not the staff of Avon. All right. So you can take this weapons rack and just sit this stuff on it like that. Or you've got your other weapons rack here, the more traditional one that can hold things. You get a little place to snap stuff in. You got a peg on the side over here that that's not going to work on, but maybe there we go. We'll go on that way. And then that guy right there. I kind of like this weapons rack a little more. I think it's cool that they included this one as something a little different, but I got to say, this is the superior classic weapons rack. Okay, so there you go. Everything is assembled in a reasonable amount of time. Looks great. And now I'm going to take another little break, dismount my camera, and give you a little tour close up of the castle. Okay, so we're going to move in and take a closer look at that elevator I mentioned before. You've got your little gargoyle doodad right here, and you tug on that, and it brings your elevator right up. And if you pull it all the way up, it plugs into place and stays securely on that level. So that's cool. You've got a foot peg here. And lower that back down out of the way of, there we go. Out of the way of our cool space computer, our top parapet here with, again, a peg and a place for that cool banner. The top, we've got the flag. And as I mentioned, that's got a peg. So that'll plug right into that and stay in place. We've got our cannon that pivots on its own peg, which I wonder, no, you couldn't really do that because the cannon's too low. I was going to wonder if you could switch those. But you've got the nice up and down of the cannon. And again, a peg hole and a place for the banner. You've got the trap door. You've got Sorceress. You've got the throne over here. Let me get her out of the way. Cool computer. And let's see that trapdoor action up close. Awesome. I love it. Down here, you've got the dungeon. And again, to get up close, you can see all the speckling and stuff that's in the plastic itself. I like it. I have a feeling opinions are going to be varied on that, but I think it's very nice. And then back down here on the bottom, let's get that elevator up out of the way. You've just got kind of an empty space down there. So cool interior, lots of play value, cool features, lots of detail. So now let's turn this thing around. Oh, I'll give you a closer look at the weapons rack as well. So you can see it included a variety of weapons there. Weapons rack, really nice, good amount of detail on that. And then, like I said, this one, very cool. I'll, as the collection goes on and we probably get more weapons that are just going to go in the parts bin, I'll put some on here. I like it. Ladder. I don't love the fact that the other side's hollow, but, what are you going to do? This is a toy, and that makes a big difference. In my embarrassing backwards dungeon sticker, but what are you going to do? And then your training. This thing has got some heft to it, too. But you got a giant fist. Oh, okay, this is fun. So can we take that sword? Nah, not really. Kinda, not really. All right, let's get our doodads out of the way and pick this thing up and rotate it and take a look at the front. So you can see the beautiful, magnificent Castle Grayskull. Updated, modernized, great painted detail. It still retains sort of the aesthetic of the original as far as the spray on here, but it's just cleaner and nicer looking. And again, if you like the original, get one. You still can. As a matter of fact, you might be able to get an original for around the same price as this one. I like that we still have this detail. It would be great if it was functional, but it's okay that it's not. Little steps right there look good. And then, of course, you have the jaw bridge. Let me see if I can get down low enough to activate this without messing up my whole setup here. And you got to insert a sword. Obviously, it's supposed to be a power sword, but we don't have one handy. And boom, open up the jaw bridge. I love the different color. I like that the interior is the color of the castle. And you can see over here the little latch that secures it. The interior is the color of the castle. It has the fangs and the teeth and everything. And then you close it up and it's got that nice brown that I like. That was one of the big improvements, in my opinion, over the original that the classics Grayskull had. Was that. So I love this. I think it's fantastic. I think if you've got kids and they've been playing with the Origins figures, you got to get this. Even if they haven't, maybe this is their introduction. Maybe you add this to their toy collection and this gets them into, oh, this is going to be tricky. Can I do this one-handed? Perhaps. Oh, look at that. What a maestro I am at doing that, but not at putting stickers on necessarily. So let's pack everything up in here and close our castle up. Oh, you know what? I just realized that can't go there, but it should be able to go there. Sorceress can just stay out. I'm not sure where the ladder is going to go, but we've got everything packed up inside. So we're just going to close this up. If I had any intention of really trying to 100% move this securely, I'd put the cannon inside and the flag as well. But I just want to see how well everything fits with it all assembled and put together. And it's not being super cooperative at the moment. Oh man, okay, if I can get that one latched and then line that up, something in there is blocking me. And I'll just do that. Okay, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Masters of Universe Origins, Castle Grayskull, beautiful playset. I hope you can get one. I hope they show up at Walmart and are plentiful and easy to find because it's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to loading it up with Origins figures and just taking all kinds of pictures, getting all kinds of poses, doing the interaction with everything. But this is a great set. Mattel has done a wonderful job. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, and remember, I have the power.